guys, I've been getting asked a lot lately about my Mustang, and I figured I'd answer a couple of these questions, that is, with this video. A lot of people have probably noticed that my build's kind of been a little stagnant lately, and I'll tell you guys why. The first reason, which is obvious, is the hood. Can't drive it around in the rain without a hood. However, I have gotten a Cobra R hood by HO Fiber Trends, and it should be painted in the near future. Probably looking at a month and a half. My biggest thing that I've been looking at is the programming on the car. Currently, I'm running a bass tune that was done on a Mustang dyno in McMinnville, Tennessee, by a group called McVeigh Performance Solutions. These guys are awesome. If you have a Mustang, I would highly recommend taking your car to them. This was something new to them, and they had no problem whatsoever taking it on, and even on a bass tune, this car's been running absolutely great. It is obviously pig rich because they wanted to stay safe, because I ran with I had a little bit of a fuel issue on the dyno where I was getting fuel cut, and it turns out that I needed to do some alterations to the basket inside the tank, and that's why it took me a little longer than expected. Now, I used to have a Walbro 255 pump. Now I'm running a Aeromotive 325, and since then the car's been absolutely great. I did run into one setback. I guess the pump was pushing a little pretty hefty, so it accidentally shot the hose off, so it was basically just spraying inside the tank, and the car wouldn't start for a day, and I wondered why. Well, I dropped the tank and found out that was why. But it was an easy fix, and I upgraded to better fuel line, and if all was done well, it shouldn't happen again. But anyways, about a week after Black Friday weekend, 2015, is my expected dyno day to finally get everything dialed in. The car right now is running 15 pounds of boost. That's usually the biggest question I get asked. And it is obviously non-intercooled for those that know this setup. It is a V6 3.8 2002 car. Yes, it is an auto. That's how it started out. Eventually it might get a stick. I don't know yet though. I daily drive a stick, so that's kind of enough for me. But anyways, that kind of sums up the build. I do plan on doing a couple more videos, like one going a little more in depth with the supercharger kit itself, and then probably another teaser video once the car is all cleaned up and looking nice. Yes, I do know that my engine bay is a little untidy. That's mainly because if you find any problems, it's not necessarily easy to fix when you make it pretty. Everything's all tucked away nice and stuff, so I'd rather have it out in the open while I'm working on it. And then once I got everything dialed in, figured out, then make it pretty. So that's kind of how you see my setup now. And that includes, like, I already have a throttle cable bracket, I just haven't put it in. And I also plan to make a bracket for that coil pack that's just an angle in there. But that's my car. And yes, I apologize, it was a little dirty. It's been sitting for about a month. So that's the car in general. If you guys have any questions about the car in particular, or just anything having to do with the kit, Mustangs in general, whatever, I'm always willing to help. And one note I would like to make. This supercharger kit was originally developed by a guy named Matt Hyde, otherwise known as Lil Roush. My Steed was the one he partnered up with. And this is similar to his plate design that was made with this kit, but it is not his exact design. His is well tested, mine is not. It's a little bit experimental. It's not quite to the same specs. I got some gracious help from him. But if you see any videos of this car blowing up, it's not his fault. Don't blame him. But there you go, guys. I look forward to your comments. Please let me know if you got any ideas for videos or anything else. And thanks.